Kujalleq. Ataqinartut inatsisartut siulittaasuat. Nunatsinni naalakkersuisut siulittaasuat. Ataqinartoq Islanni presidentia. Naalakkersuisut arnat angutillu. Your Excellencies, the Speaker of the Parliament in Greenland, Inatsisartut, the leader of Naalakkersuisut, members of Naalakkersuisut, Your Excellency President Grimson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to voice our views at this conference. In Kommune Kujalleq, the municipality of South Greenland, we have now for many years experienced a continuous declining population base. During the past 8 years, we have seen approximately 12% of our municipal population move elsewhere. Now it goes without saying that when you are fewer people, you also have fewer tax-paying citizens. And with less income, the fewer opportunities you will have to generate better services for your constituents, which in turn leads to more people seeking opportunities elsewhere. I know it certainly does sound as an alternative form for political career planning, especially when you live in an area with the lowest mean income and pay the highest taxes, while at the same time paying the highest costs for infrastructure services. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our reality. I also believe this to be the situation for many other Arctic municipalities which they can relate to. It probably also explains our extreme interest in securing benefits for local communities from new industrial activities. The legislation within Greenland concerning the potential development of new industry based on the utilization of our mineral resources is very strict, and so it should be, to safeguard the environment, the health of the workers, and the well-being of local communities close to the resource. The law also requires, as the Minister just presented, that any mining corporation applying for a production or exploitation license to engage with the government and the municipality and negotiate an impact and benefit agreement. A production license cannot be granted unless the three parties have signed an impact and benefit agreement. So it's not an option, it's a requirement. The IBA is therefore of paramount importance for the local municipality to have a say in the development of utilization of local natural resources. As a matter of fact, we think that the IBA process is of such high value that this kind of framework should be applied to all areas of utilization of natural resources, and also to all larger infrastructure and construction projects. This is why our municipality already suggested this to the Greenland government more than 2 years ago. Why shouldn't large fisheries companies with large government-granted quotas not be required to have an impact and benefit agreement with the local communities in whose economic zone they operate and are benefiting from? And why not the same for all larger infrastructure projects? But however large my support for IBAs is, I still think it would be to the benefit of us all here in Greenland to consider how we can ensure a higher degree of effectiveness in our administration of this legislation, especially with regard to some projects. No one mentioned, no one forgotten. We need to focus on producing results, not on enjoying the process. Because if we are not able and willing to negotiate and to seek to meet one another, to compromise where necessary, then we will not create any new jobs. If we do not create any new jobs, we do not generate any new income for our country. And we will continue to see a population decline in most areas of Greenland, despite the richness in resources. And we will also continue to be dependent on the block grant from the Danish state. So, as our Minister of Finance and Mineral Resources repeated yesterday, and as has been said in this country for the past 25 years, the status quo is not an option. We need to move on. We need some action. We also need to understand that if we want to be able to attract foreign investors, we need to be an accountable, consistent, reliable, constructive partner to negotiate with in order to be perceived as an attractive place to invest. We need to look around in our neighborhood, as President Grimson mentioned yesterday, and see what kind of tax incentive structures and export supporting arrangement countries like Iceland and Canada has to offer the different projects and their investors. We need to learn from these, get inspired, and apply relevant similar measures here in Greenland. How difficult can it be? For me, the securing of benefits for local communities from new industrial activities is all about creating a sustainable platform for self-reliance. Creating a sustainable platform also means that the IBA negotiations can not only focus upon the quantity of workers directly or indirectly employed by the mineral projects. It also needs to focus on the quality. We need to assure that we develop our human capital in such a manner that local Greenlanders with the right acquired skills in some years will be able to participate at all levels of operation, including the processing facilities. In our municipality, we wish that the very extensive common knowledge which our people have regarding hunting and fisheries and the utilization of our land is also developed within the minerals area. We have to secure that our children, our young people, and their parents get a higher level of insights with regard to the geology of their local area, and not least how these local minerals can be utilized to generate income. Why? Because, as the president of Nunavut Dungavik Incorporated, Kathy Taudungi, told us yesterday, we need to create economic development, to create hope, to create jobs, instead of focusing on social problems all the time. Because it is all about being self-reliant, being able to take care of yourself and your own. And finally, let us not forget that securing benefits to communities is all about commitment. Commitment to be part of a positive change in cooperation with others, even if you are a local, government-owned, semi-monopoly company. This also means that your headquarters and your top-level management has the commitment to be part of your local community. Thank you very much.